Slushy, you buckaroos. How the heck are ya? Bear with me while I try to fix something real fast here. Oh, merciful. I got a day off. I picked up some stuff today. I've been buying much beer. As I said, I've been trying to get rid of some stuff, but I had a reason for needing a couple of things. So went and picked them up today. It's not popping up for some reason. Anyways, but then I picked up something else, and I didn't plan on picking up, mostly because the price. Yeah, I'm swayed by a good price, but so I wanted to pick up something. I'm not going to say the name of the brand, but I've got to show that I need to have a specific something for. So I was going to pick it up as something that was you usually find for anywhere between $6.99 to $8.99 a six pack, because that's relatively low in alcohol. It's one of those mass produced something or others. Well, not mass produced, but you know. Anyway, it's sort of large scale micro, I guess, or craft. Anyways, nevertheless, but it was $10 for a six pack. So I'm thinking, damn, that's a little pricey for that. But then I found this from Mother's, the Atomic Mom Imperial India Pale Ale for at 9.5% for $9.98. So I'm going to buy that. But I needed another thing, so I picked this up today as well because I did get a good price on it. The German style pills from Springfield Brewing Company at 5.5%. So anyway, let me set that down. I'm going to drink that pills first because I figure once I drink that Imperial IPA, my palate's going to be shot for the near future. Let me pour it first here. I wonder if I set that up wrong. It's making me worry. It's not should be showing up, but it's not showing up. I can't figure out why it's not showing up. Well, I'm sure it was there. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. German pills, German style pills. This is a small batch line. I love their Czech style pill. I like this one too. Don't get me wrong, but they're just there's a lot of folks doing a German style pills, but I love when someone does a Czech style. Their Czech style is just crazy good. This one is done well too, and I like it about as well. It's just that those Czech hops are just a little different. I like that Saaz. I really like the Saaz. Can't figure out why it's not showing up there. It's really bothering me. It's bugging the piss out of me. There we go. I think it just showed up there. There we go. Anyways, I apologize for the frivolity. Anyway, German style pills from Springfield Brewing Company. This one's at 5.5%. And Sláinte. Noble hops, I do believe she uses. German style Pilsner. German Pilsners are light, crisp, clean, and perfectly bitter. Ours showcases the Tettnang. There we go. Ah, that's nice. Nice and herbal, a little earthy maybe, but boy, that's good. Anyways, stopped by there earlier today. We had a couple friends, had one, and they were going somewhere place else. But I came home. I wanted to get home. I'm tired, man. I needed to come home and relax on my day off. Take it easy, unwind. A lot of things going on these days. I'm really loving the Olympics. It doesn't seem to be as big of a deal as it was when I was a kid. Because I talked to folks my age, "Oh, I don't really care about the Olympics." I'm kind of wondering why. When I talk to younger folks, I'm kind of hearing the same thing too. Because when I was a kid, I mean, it was a big thing, man. We all hovered around, hovered around the TV set to watch whatever coverage they were going to show us, which was limited, and it was, you're only going to see certain things. But now we have the ability to watch more coverage. I don't know why folks aren't getting into the Olympics. It does kind of bug me a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't understand why it isn't the big deal that it used to be. I mean, we are talking about athletes that are the best in the world at what they do. So, I mean, this is something we all should be paying attention to instead of these limited sports that we watch thinking these athletes are great. Yeah. Everybody's waiting for football season. Well, these are the best athletes in the world. Why do we care about that? Why do you care more about that than watching the greatest athletes there is at this moment in time? I don't know. I don't get it. But there's probably just not enough pomp and circumstance for most Americans, I guess. And I think, I don't know. It seems to me a lot of Americans are lemmings, right? Um, certain sports are a big deal, so that's what they're going to pay attention to. Certain teams are a big deal, so that's what they're going to pay attention to. As a kid, I remember Wide World of Sports. And I think we're missing that. I mean, we have various sports channels that give us sports on the daily, but it's not quite the same. Once a week, we had Wide World of Sports once a week, and it condensed everything down for us, right? Whatever sport was happening at that moment. So even though I was really never into winter sports as a whole per se, I knew who the best skiers in the country were because it was on Wide World of Sports. And the same thing, I knew who the best sprinters were. I knew who the best, shot putters were. We knew who the best everything was because it was on once a week, and it was condensed. There was nothing else on TV to distract us. But now there's so many other things going on. I think we get into the Olympics and folks don't know who any of these athletes are because they're not paying attention to what the hell is going on. But Wide World of Sports made it easy for us. They showed us. They showed us a lot of these, not necessarily obscure sports, but sports that we're not seeing every day. It wasn't football, baseball, and basketball. It was other things. We knew who the best skiers were. We knew who the best boxers were. We knew who the best everything was because Wide World of Sports was showing it to us. But now you got these 100 sports channels, and none of us are showing these things leading up to the Olympics. So we get into the Olympics, and a lot of folks don't know who any of these athletes are. And I think we need to start making a bigger deal of these sports. Track and field should be a much bigger deal than it is because these are amazing athletes. But no, we'd rather watch football. We'd rather watch sports for short attention spans. We don't want to watch heats, Tom. That takes time. I don't have that sort of attention. I want to see somebody get hit. And that's sort of the American mentality, right? We don't want to watch sports that make sense. We don't want to watch great athletes. We want to see people get hit. anyway, I digress. And it's not just about American athletes, right? You gotta love all of the great stories, even when an American doesn't win the medal. You watch some of these guys, some of these folks, male and female, that have worked their whole lives to get here, even though they're not getting paid an exorbitant amount of money. They're doing it for the love of the sport. But no, we'd rather watch somebody get hit. We're going to complain about how much money they get paid because that's what we do, but we want to watch it anyway. we we want to watch misogynist kickers and overrated quarterbacks, and that's what we want to watch, Tom. Noah Lyles busting his ass to get a gold medal. I mean, these are the folks we should be paying attention to. Anyway, I've always loved the Olympics. As a kid, it just was such a big deal, and I don't understand why it isn't anymore. It should be that same. We should all be excited. Every 2 years, it used to be every 4 years, but now every 2 years we have an Olympics. 2 more years, we've got the Winter Olympics back. We need to be excited about these things, and I don't understand why we're not anymore. It doesn't make sense to me. We'd rather watch overpaid athletes and then complain that they're overpaid when you're spending all of your time watching them. Yeah, that's why they're overpaid, because you're an idiot. You you make sure you're in front of the TV set every Sunday to watch the game, and then complain that they make as much money as they do. You can't really be that stupid, can you? I think some of them can be. Listen, I'm not a football hater. I'm not. I'm not a baseball or basketball hater either. But these Olympic sports, we should be paying more attention to, and we're not. These are amazing athletes, and they're at their prime, and they've spent their whole lives to get to this moment. And they may get endorsements, they may get paid, they may do very well, but they've got to put in their dues. A lot of these athletes never get paid well, but they're doing what they do for the love of the sport. And that's what, as Americans, we keep saying, why isn't it about the love of the sport? Well, the trouble is, when it is about the love of the sport, you don't pay attention, because you got this attention span of a gnat and want to watch fast sports instead of paying attention to what's really going on. Anyway, I digress. All right, let's try this one. To be honest with you, it wasn't one I would ever buy, but it was 9.98. I mean, it was the same price as a 5% beer. Well, hell, I'm going to give it a whirl because I like an Imperial IPA. So let's see where it lines up with some of the greats. Brewed with love. Now, Mother's is interesting. They underwent a management change, or ownership change, I should say. I don't know, maybe a year ago or so. Can't remember exactly. And some things have changed over there. Um, and this is the first product I bought from them in quite some time. And I haven't been to the brewery in a while either. I do like the way that pours, though. That is a nice pour in my little Mother's glass here. I thought I'd use a small glass for this great big 9.5% monster. Not sure what's going on with that nose, to be honest with you. I'm not seeing here where they're telling me what's in it. I might have to go to the website. But India Pale Ale, Atomic Mom, 9.5%. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling that nose wrong or not, but we're just going to dig in. Huh. Well, if there's a date on it, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's the first Mother's product I've bought in a while, and I mean, there's a reason why it wasn't marked on sale, but it had a. Wow, I don't know, man. Not sure if I'm tasting what I'm supposed to be tasting. I don't know if I got a bad can. I don't know. I'm not digging that at all. I got to tell you. Very chalky. I'm getting a lot of chalky notes. I'm getting a lot of muddled aromas and flavors. Yep. See, Tom, you're bragging about you got it for a good deal. There's, yeah, yeah. Sometimes there's a reason. Like I said, it wasn't marked on sale. It was just marked at that price. So, but gosh, gotta try a different can. I don't know. I don't think I can drink any more of that. Mothers, I don't know. I got to tell you, this is really awful, and I'm doing it live, so unfortunately I can't walk it back. I don't usually like to put out negative videos. I always want to talk positive about the beer, and I had every intention of doing that, but there's something wrong with this particular beer. I got to be honest with you. I'd like to take a can of this six pack, walk it to the brewery, and tell me, you tell me what's wrong with this can, or if this is the way it's supposed to taste. But because something is definitely not right here. Yeah, I can't pinpoint exactly, but man, it's very wrong. I can't drink anymore. Anyways, I'm sorry about that, mothers. I'm just gonna have to get to you on another day. Uh, well, that was a waste of $10. I am. I think if I get a chance, I want to take a can to the brewery and see if they can tell me what the hell is wrong with that because it is god awful. I'm the beer whisperer, beer van. Oh man, that is just disgusting. I'm John the beer whisperer, beer evangelist. I've done a lot of videos, probably close to 3,000 now, and if you want to find negative videos, you're probably only going to find five or six. You might find 10 at the very most. Because I don't like to do it. And if I hadn't been doing this live, I probably wouldn't put it out there. I probably just would have shut it down and not talked anymore about it. But I was looking forward to trying this beer. And I've never had this experience with a Mother's product before. But I think this is probably the first Mother's product I've bought since the ownership change, and there's something seriously wrong with that can. So anyway, I'm just gonna skip to the end. I just can't do this anymore. All around good guy, Sláinte.